Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video in our Python for Beginners tutorial series. In today's video, we're going to be covering conditions in Python. Now, conditions are going to become very important later on when we look at if functions and loops, so make sure to stick around to the end so that you really understand this concept. Now, I'm going to paste in the first pair of conditions that we are going to look at today. So the first pair of conditions, equals and not equals, allows us to check whether two variables are equal to one another or not equal to one another. Now you'll notice that with the equals condition that I've pasted in here, there are two equal signs. Now this isn't a typo or a mistake. This is indeed the condition to check whether values are equal. And you should not confuse it with the equal sign we use when we assign a value like I just did down here. So remember, if we want to assign a value, we use one equal sign. If we want to use the condition equals, then we use two equal signs. Now, if we want to check whether two variables are unequal to one another, then we use a exclamation mark and an equal sign, like I did over here. So conditions become really useful in functions like the if function and while loops. So let's go ahead and make a really easy example using an if function because that's the best way to explain how conditions work. So I've already assigned A the value 5. I'm going to give B a value of 10, and then we are going to make an if function which is going to check if the subsequent condition is fulfilled or not. And if it is fulfilled, then we want to execute the code that comes after the colon, which is going to be print hello. Okay, so let me just go over that again real quick. So we have an if function that checks if this condition is true, and if this condition that we've written over here is indeed true, it will execute the code that comes after this colon. So this print will appear if this condition is true. So now we can go ahead and have a think about whether or not the hello will be printed if we run this program. Since A and B are in fact not equal to one another, and we are asking if they are equal to one another, the condition is going to be false. So let's go ahead and run it, and we'll see that the hello is not printed because the condition is false. So let's try and print the hello by making the condition true. And to make the condition true, we need to assign the same value to A and B. Now we've assigned the same value to A and B, the condition is going to be true. We run it again and we see it gives us our hello. Now similarly, we can go ahead and do the same thing with our not equals to condition. So let me go ahead and change the condition to a not equals condition by changing one equals sign to an exclamation mark. So now what this if function is asking is whether this condition over here is true or false. Now since A and B are equal to one another, they are not equal, right? So you have to get your head around that, and you'll see that when I go ahead and run this program, the hello will not be printed because the condition is false. Now, there are other conditions like that let us compare whether variables are less than or greater than each other. Let me go ahead and print them in, right? I've got them written right over here. So let us try and use this condition, the less than condition in our if function. I'm going to go ahead and copy, paste, and now this if function is asking whether A is smaller than B. Now, of course, they are equal to one another. So this will turn out false and it won't print hello. So I'm going to go ahead and run it and you'll see nothing has popped up because this condition is false. I can make this condition true by, for example, changing the value of b to 11 since 11 is greater than a, which has a value of 10. The condition is going to be fulfilled and our hello will in fact be printed again. Now the final pair of conditions that I want to go through are related to the less than and greater than conditions, and they are the less than or equal to condition and the greater than or equal to condition. So now if we have two variables that have the same value and use the greater than or equal to or less than or equal to condition, you'll see that since these values a and b are equal to one another, the condition will be fulfilled. Let me go ahead and show you by running the program again, and you'll see hello has popped up again. So this condition is in fact fulfilled because the values are equal to one another, which is encompassed in this condition. Now, this is going to be it for this tutorial. I just wanted to quickly go through the conditions that exist. So remember, the conditions that exist are the equals, the not equals, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Alright, so we're going to leave it at that for this tutorial. If you have any further questions, let me know down in the comments below. If this video helped you, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and see you in the next one.